When I was there, it was like this a couple hours in the event. Things were getting a little bit wild, a little hectic, and I was speaking to one guy that was a pro-Palestinian, and I was telling him, "Why don't you guys just leave? We've had it. Like, this is enough. You guys have been here long enough. You said what you had to say. There's no point of you staying here." And then the guy he looked at me and he said, "We're not going to leave until we take care of what business, like what we need to do."
Unless we take care of business?
He didn't say exactly what he meant by that, but it was pretty understood that he meant he wants to take care of some, he wants to really like get into under our skin and stuff. I don't know if that was violence or whatever, but it didn't look good. And I turn around as I'm speaking to this guy. I turn around and I see that everyone is just wild. Like everyone is like hitting, and I'm not sure like what's going on because we were all mixed. We weren't separated between the Jewish people and the Palestinians.
The police didn't separate you?
They did not throughout the whole time. And I passed by like a group of Palestinians, and as I passed by, I see I passed by a whole group of like 10 to 15 Palestinian guys, and they all jumped me at once. And they had me. One guy punched me in the nose. It actually broke my nose. Thank God I just put it back, and now it's back there.
But it's swollen.
It is. It's going to be like that for another week, and then.
Did you have to go to the hospital?
Yes, I was there for a couple of hours. I was there till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
How did you get there?
I had a good friend that drove me there. She took care of me. It was really good. We're very close as a community, and the Jewish community, we really look out for each other. So I'm grateful for that.
But you got to the emergency room and it was probably crowded?
It was. I had to wait in the emergency room for a good 4.5 hours, and then inside for another 2.5 hours. Yeah.
And what they diagnosed? You took X-ray, I imagine?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And so what happened to you when you got punched, essentially?
All I remember, it's kind of like, in a way, it's not blurry to me. It's just like it's there, and I know what happened, but I got punched in my nose, and then as I got punched, it was a group of 10. So somehow I got to the floor. Someone just grabbed me and got me down there, and I was on the floor.
They pulled you over.
Yeah, but the guy who got me on the floor, I kind of held him in like over here, so because everyone around me was like trying to kill, like they were trying to beat me up.
Were they trying to kick you?
They did. They kicked me in the head. They kicked me everywhere. And the only thing I had to do was hold it.
Where did they kick you?
They kicked me in my head a couple of times. I felt that for sure.
Did they kick you in the face?
I think they did. Over here for sure. I don't know. I definitely felt one over here. I don't know exactly. It's kind of blurry to me. I don't know fully. It's probably going to come to me.
Did they kick you in the stomach? In the back? In the legs?
I might have gotten some like punches over there as I was down there. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. I don't want to, but it was definitely they were all yelling like, just get this guy, and then the cops didn't come to rescue it. So
the cops weren't there right away?
They were not there at all. Even afterwards, when I showed them, my whole face was bloody and everything.
How did you get them off you?
So my Jewish friends saw that I was underneath, and then they were just breaking it up, and that's what happened. But I got jumped. It was not. Sure. There was a lot of blood there.
Was it bloody?
Yeah, and afterwards, when I went to the cops to show them that what has happened, and I told them I need medical attention, they were all standing one after another,
alongside,
and they're standing, and I'm like, I just need a pass to get to a medic, and they said, you can't pass. And I'm like,
there was a medic?
Just go. Look at my face. Yeah.
There was a medic. They wouldn't let you.
They wouldn't let me go because no, you can't go through here. You have to go around the block. And I'm walking. I have to go around the whole block.
It's a long block.
That takes 25 minutes. I was not going to do that. So I just got my the Jewish guys there. No, Hatzalah.
Oh, Hatzalah?
So
you called her Hatzalah.
Hatzalah. So Shmira is a different. That's like that's like for protection, and then Hatzalah is for medical.
Right.
And they were great. They really helped me out. That they were really helpful with that. But it's been overwhelming, a long day.
What's it been like since then?
I gotta say, from the Jewish side, I've gotten hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages from all around the world. I got people from London, Israel, New York.
Sympathetic?
Yeah, just saying hello from Israel. I just want you to know we're with you. We appreciate what you did. Just we're with you.
I mean, what was it that you did? Did you do something in particular?
Just to be there, just to show up and not allow these people that come into our community to not do anything about it. You have to go and do your part.
Right.
And it's not just me, but there was hundreds of people that were there. We were all Jewish people, and we just want to protect our own community, as anyone should want to with their own.
Yeah. Do you think that the police should have done better in some way?
100%.
What ought they have done?
I think they totally failed, because when they showed up to the event, they had like about 10 people in the beginning of the event, and then afterwards they got a dozen more, but it was already too late, and they didn't separate between the Jewish and the Palestinian. And I heard that before that they were agreeing that the Palestinians are going to be across the street of the synagogue, not right next to the synagogue.
Right,
that intimidates people that want to go in and pray.
Sure.
So they, instead of being on the other side, they were on the side of the synagogue, and that really messed things up. And so people got mixed together, the Jewish people and the pro-Palestine people.
Right. Intermixed, and anything could happen because the cops were not really protecting.
It's gonna happen if you have Jewish people and Palestinian people all mixed up, and they're both yelling against each other, and this one just wants to get this one, and this one is trying to not allow them to get into their community.
Yeah.
Something is gonna happen, and eventually that's what happened.
Do you think it might have been? You think it might have been a setup? That that was intended to have violence break out?
I don't know.
Possible? Likely?
Yes. Might have. I don't know. You want me to answer that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I hope not, but maybe. I think that there's potential in that. Why would they come across the street to the synagogue? I think they should have just stayed outside on the other side of the street.
Sure.
Then they would have had their side. We would have had our side. It still wouldn't be something we would enjoy,
Yeah.
but at least they got their own side.
That's the way it was before Mayor Karen Bass came into power.
And it should be like that.
Yeah.
But when you have Jewish people and the pro-Palestine just mixed together, it doesn't. And there's no better. There's no other income. So it was definitely there's definitely someone that was okay with this happening.
Yeah. Do you think if it were a mosque, that the police would have let Jews, angry, hostile Jews, come that close to the entrance? Of people walking in and out?
If that was Hamas,
No, if it was a mosque.
a mosque,
A mosque where Muslims pray.
we would never do that to them. We would never come into their places and just yell that pro-Israel stuff.
Or anti-Muslim stuff.
100%. We would never do that. That's just against everything that we believe in. As Jews, we would never do something like that. We only want the good, and we never go out there to go and spread a message that's towards someone going down. We only protect our own, or we stand for what we stand. And we'll if you come towards us, we'll have to go and set something up where we stand our ground. But we'll never go out there. As a Jew, I was never taught that way, to go out there at a Palestinian guy and say something rude or bad.
They claim that this is not a religious issue. It's just, they claim that Israel is illegitimate and colonized, illegally colonized. Not only the land that was bequeathed to them in 1947, but also even Judea and Samaria and Gaza. Do you think that this is a land dispute?
It's definitely not just a land dispute, because if that was the case, they would not come to our neighborhoods and yell at us in front of our faces. It's okay if you want to do that, then go spread your message wherever you want to. Why would you
at the consulate someplace, the Israeli consulate?
Do it over there. Why would you come to just random Jews? I'm Jewish. I'm not from Israel. I love everything that they have over there. But I don't live in Israel. I never have. I'm an American from New York. But like, I don't want people coming to my neighborhood because they have a problem with
foreign policy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's them.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me being alive, and I'm an American, just like others. And I don't even know if they're fully American, because there's some people over there, when I spoke to them, some of the Palestinian protesters, and they're not really Mexican. They're not really American. Some of them said they're Mexican. Some of them said they came in here through some kind of illegal stuff that they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I spoke to them. I even have some of this. I even have on video. Like, I spoke to one person, and the one person, I actually just posted this. One person I spoke to, and I was saying, "Do you condemn 9/11?" And she said, "No, I don't condemn 9/11." And I have it on video. This is proof. And I was asking her, "You don't condemn what Hamas did on October 7th? Do you at least condemn 9/11?" She said, "No, I don't." And then she said, "This is my motherland." She's from Mexico, but she decided to come here, and she was giving me this whole thing. But these are the people you're talking
Wait,
about.
what's her motherland?
She said it's America, but she said something about being from Mexico.
You think because the Mexicans originally colonized California, that she feels that somehow America has taken away America from Mexico?
She didn't explain that to me. It was very weird how she said that. But from what I understood, something is mixed up over there. She kind of claimed she has some history with Mexico. She says she knows our history and she knows her own history. This is sad. These are people that I think they hate America. I think they hate America, and they hate Israel too. But Israel is first, and then they would come here.
Well, they're already here.
And they would destroy this place too. But first they're chanting for them because they're trying to get that out there, that message, which is not working. We don't like. No one with a clear head would ever accept that what they're saying makes sense in any way. It doesn't make sense. Like, how could you not condemn what happened on October 7th? Right. You could say stuff about October 8th, October 9th, but October 7th, they came into people's houses and
set them on fire.
Set them on fire. These are things that, like, only the Nazis did. These are things that are like, who does that?
So, what kind of reception did you get from the police and the detectives regarding identifying your assailants?
Honestly, nothing. To be honest, I tried to speak to someone. They just told me that I have to wait. It's gonna take a long time, and I tried to do it, but I had to go and fix what happened to me.
Did you get a stitch?
My whole nose was moved over here, and then they just put it back during the night. They just put it back right here. So that.
Is it painful?
Very. Putting back your nose.
I have no idea.
It does not feel good.
Let's talk about the police, though. Would today be a day that the detectives would be getting on your case? What with today being Monday, the first business day, or maybe the detectives work on weekends?
I hope that something changes in them, and they see that they need to take this more seriously. And I hope that they take my case seriously, and they really do something to get me on the right track, and whatever compensation or whatever it is that I need to get.
What have you done, or are you waiting for them to contact you?
No, I spoke to them, but I spoke to the cops, but I need to go and do a follow up with them. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna see with the people that I'm talking to. I'm working on it.
With the guys who mobbed you, couldn't you see their faces?
I could see their faces. Like, if you had them in front of me, I might be able to identify them, but probably I could. But I can't like tell you because I don't have them on camera.
But there's footage. People have camera footage from around, and so you may be able to piece together from other people's video of what their clothing was.
Yeah. I know a little bit. Yeah, I could do that, but. I need to identify these people. I don't know where they came from, where they're at, what they do.
Would you consider the attack on you to be a hate crime? A crime motivated by bias of either religion or nationality or affiliation with nationality?
100%. It wouldn't be anything else. They came for that. It was very, very clear. They were saying things that when both sides were talking. I saw there was a time where both sides were talking, and then we had this one lady who was looking at the other lady at the other side, and she was saying, "I'm gonna meet you out around the corner, and I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna do something to you that's gonna really be pain." I saw that with my own eyes. She was saying that to her. Like, why? Because you're holding your Palestinian flag in this neighborhood, and then when you have a Jewish girl with a Israeli flag, then you're gonna be like you're gonna threaten her. That's insane. So
you think the attack was not because something that you said or because of your politics? It had to do with your connection to Israel?
It's absolutely it's connected with Israel, but it's also they don't like Jews. It's not just Israel they don't like. The way you could see it when you go to these places. You could 100% see that, like, in their face, like they don't like you. They hate you. They just want you to I don't want to say this, but like they want you to be dead. They don't want you in this world. They don't want to share a world with us. That's how it feels. It's sad. This is LA. I should be feeling like I'm at home. I could do whatever I want. This is
because it's America.
Yeah, they could also.
Yeah.
But if I have to look over my back when I live in LA in a Jewish community, that's just insane. You can't continue this way. If you continue this way, the Jews, we don't want to go back to what we've been through in the Holocaust. My grandparents were in the Holocaust, all four of them, and they told me stories of what happened in the Holocaust. Very, very it took. I used to sit down with my grandfather for hours, and he used to explain how he got away and how he ran away and how he had to steal some bread just to survive. Right. We don't want that again for us. I don't want that for my kids, not my grandkids. It's sad.
How well do you feel here? Mayor Karen Bass is speaking inside and telling the Jewish community how they're totally committed to us. Did it seem that way yesterday?
Yesterday, it definitely did not. So if he wants to do that, if he says that, then I hope that he...
Karen.
If she want Karen. So if Karen decides that if that's what she says that she wants to do, then, her actions will speak louder than words. And so far, yesterday was not the way, that's not how it looked. So that's the reality.
How much confidence would you put in her rhetoric inside what she's saying to the press?
Well, I hope it's not just words. I really hope so. We're all waiting to see what actually is going to happen. I don't have much confidence in her. I hope that something changes, because yesterday, after that, I can't look at that after I got hit and jumped to say, and after everything I've seen yesterday, I can't look at that and just be like, okay, she says something is going to change, something's going to change. I want to see it. That's how I feel about it.
Because right now you're skeptical.
Absolutely. How could I not be? It's traumatizing what happened.
And the police wouldn't let you go to the medic.
Yeah.
Were you bleeding?
I was bleeding all over. They saw it, and I was telling them, look at me. I just need to pass to the medic. And they were like, no, you can't pass through here. That's just our orders. We can't pass. They weren't even listening to me. That's crazy. You see someone hurt, you have to let them pass. There's no...
It would seem that you ought to be under her arm here, being embraced, and instead you're not. You can't say your piece in front of the press. We're here in the hallway. Right? Do you think that they would put you on stage in front of the press to talk about your experience?
I don't think they would.
Why not?
I was supposed to get in there, but they want one narrative to go, but they don't want all of it. That's what I understood.
You offered?
Yes. I offered to go and speak today, which, by the way, I would only say things like what needs to be done, what I felt, how I felt, and hopefully to get that she should understand that. But I didn't even get allowed to speak in there because it seemed to me like they wanted to push one narrative.
And that narrative is what?
I'm not a politician. I'm just saying what it looks like. That's how I felt.
The narrative, what, that the demonstrators were peaceful?
That they're trying and they're doing and they're this and that, but they don't want to really show what's happening. They don't want me to talk because they know I've been there and I felt it. Someone like me speaks, that doesn't look good for her. Am I getting it right?